Don't cry, Gabby. Don't cry. Don't cry. This is very dark.
Mommy,
What, baby?
can you tell the camera?
Okay, you're not about to get marker on your shirt, though.
Mommy,
Close this while you're speaking.
Mommy,
Yes.
can you tell the camera to tell the camera because I have a lot of toys in my room.
You do. Oh, honey. Look at me. Hold on, let me get that eye boogie. Grab it. Yeah, it's gross. All right, let's just talk about the morning we're having, shall we?
Can I use your phone?
I just got out of the shower, obviously. My camera's dying. Just got out of the shower, so actually, let me just, before I get into my, tobacco, let me just discuss with y'all my morning. So I was supposed to be at the hospital 7 to 3 today. So I got up at 5.
Can you close the door locked?
I don't need to lock it.
Yes, so
I'm just putting a little conditioner in my hair. That's all I'm doing. So I'm supposed to be in the hospital 7 to 3. I sound like absolute trash. I didn't even want to do this video because my voice is like so husky. Usually when I have to go to work in the morning, I'll drop my son off first and then my mom. And the reason why my mom doesn't have a whip is because my dad got, before he left, he got this super expensive car. And it was like, she literally doesn't leave the house unless it's to do errands, her hair, go to work, and she works right down the street. They agreed to get the car, the whip, because, you know, my dad was dropping her off and picking her up every day. Whoa. I'm using this pixie mask really quick. When my dad left, that ended up being like my responsibility. And my mom could go and get a whip. But why? She literally never goes anywhere. And I never go anywhere. So it's like, we don't really need that extra bullshit, you know? My mom goes outside because I'm like getting Marcellus ready. And he's giving me a hard time per usual because he's cranky as all hell. Yeah, that lighting's better. And my mom comes back in the house and she's like, the check engine light's on, the electric control panel light's on, and 2 other ones that I have no idea what it means. And the car has been making this rattly sound since last Thursday. We got an oil change like a couple of weeks ago, and I think they fucked it up because when we were doing the oil change, the dude was like, I don't know what's going on. Basically, I felt like he didn't know what he was doing. I felt like he was a newbie. And our car has been acting up ever since. And when you like put the heat on, it was like blowing in this nasty stench from like the oil pan. And it was just so gross. Then my mom said that the heat wasn't working. So basically, it is now 8 o'clock. Texted my coworker, she hasn't texted me back, not a good look. Tow company should be here in 15 minutes to take the car, and then I gotta call the car company they're towing it to tell them the car's on the way. And actually, you know what? Let me call them really quick. Hi, I'm actually getting my car towed to you guys in like 15 minutes.
Okay.
And I'm just like, if it's not one thing, it's the others. I'm actually gonna go, the tow company is about to be here. And so I'm gonna go let this sit and I will be back. Okay, they just towed the car. I know this is gonna be like a dumb, crazy expense. I just know it. I freaking know it. I took the face mask off and my skin looks poppin'. Can we just get into my skin real quick? Wow. So I'm gonna take IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Gel Lotion, which I use the Confidence in a moisturizer thing all the time. And then I'm gonna take Smashbox SPF 20 because hyperpigmentation is real, folks. It is real, and I'm gonna mix the two. And I'm gonna put that in my face. Getting my car towed reminded me, brought back memories of when they fucked up my car, when they vandalized my car, and I had to get that shit towed. That little baby's been through some shit. It's been through some shit. It's crazy how much time flies by though, huh? Like how much bullshit I was going through at one point. Whack. Okay, so I'm gonna jump into a life update, but just so you guys know, I'm using the NARS foundation in Barcelona, which I think is personally a little too light for me. I think they should have gave me Valencia. They definitely didn't color match me. I actually low-key want to return it, but at the same time I'm kind of like, just take an L. And then I'm using the MAC Strobe Cream in Gold Light, and I'm gonna mix the two on my face. And I'm using a beauty blender that looks like absolute dirt, so don't judge me. They're gonna give me the boot at my job, I know it. Not like I really work anyway, but they're probably just like, this fucking bitch. Last week I was supposed to work on Wednesday, and I ended up getting so sick. Like so sick that my doctor was like, nah, B, you can go to work Friday, but you can't go to work on on Wednesday. And I was supposed to make up that shift today, and then this shit happened, so it's just not a good look. Which I hate looking unprofessional. And I also feel like they know I make money doing other things. Like that job is not my main source of income. So I think they also think like I take it for granted, which I don't, but I can see why it would come off that way, you know? So they probably just all fucking set with me right now. Probably all fucking set. I wish I was on NARS PR list. What? Their shit's mad expensive. I hate spending money on makeup when I have a kid. I hate it. I'm just like, what are you doing, Gabby? What the fuck are you doing? I'm still wicked under the weather too. That was last week. It's now Monday and I still sound like, I feel like I'm getting worse, not better. And I just don't know what to do. I've been drinking tea. I try to sleep, but my cough is so bad at night that it's like, it's not really working out for me. And I'm getting my period because my titties feel like dead weight. You know when that happens, they just feel like fucking rocks and shit's hurt.
Fuck.
Ow. So then I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, also mixed with the Maybelline Super Stay concealer, and this one's in light and this one's in natural beige. So I'm going to mix both of them under my eye. So let's talk about how the other day I was filming, well, getting ready to film. I had all the intentions of filming. It just didn't work out that way. My brother calls me and he's like, hey, does your baby daddy know some dude, and we'll call the dude Ray Ray? And I said, yeah. And he's like, well, the cops just showed up at the crib. Are you ready for this? So the cops go to my brother's crib, and my brother opens the door and the cops are like, did your cousin contact you last night? And my brother's like, me and my brother and sister only have one guy cousin on my dad's side, because our other cousins just don't live around here. Well, I mean, technically he doesn't either. He's like a good almost hour away, but my brother went into panic mode and he's like, what? Like, I haven't talked to Chris in so long. Is he okay? And the officer was like, Chris, I'm not talking about someone named Chris, I'm talking about Ray Ray. So my brother's like, I don't know who that is. Like, who is that? So the officer's like, well, your name was given. A witness gave your name and said that you got in contact with him last night. Blah, 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 blah. So my brother's like, what are you talking about? So remember I told you that my baby daddy had an association with that hookah spot? Well, basically, my brother lives here. You turn the corner and then my baby daddy lives on my ex-friend's baby daddy's couch. You guys know the scoop. And then across from his couch living ass is the hookah spot. So apparently they opened the hookah spot for a late night extravaganza, which is completely illegal because it's actually a shop. So they opened it for an after party and someone got shot. And unfortunately, I just heard that he passed away. I don't know who he was, but I heard that he passed away. And they thought somehow my brother was involved because his name was given. And I just like couldn't figure out how that happened. And then it dawned on me. I'm not gonna say it, but the dude's name, that my ex-girl's baby daddy's name, starts with an M. But if you say it with Victor's name, so Victor, I would see why the cop would be like, okay, Marquise Victor. Like, I get it. Like, my brother's name's Marquise Victor. So I get how the cop could get it confused. However, the cop did have the phone number, and when my brother was reading off the phone number, that was my ex-girl's baby daddy's number. And I'm like, why wouldn't they just like cross-search? Like, why wouldn't the cop put the number in the system instead of trying to finesse a name? I don't know, it was really weird. So that happened, and I was just like so freaked out. My brother was freaked out, and I was like, yo, do you want me to hit up homeboy? I haven't talked to my baby daddy at all. So I was like, do you want me to hit up homeboy and like try to figure out what the fuck? And my brother was like, nah, I want you to have no communication with him at all. And I was like, okay, whatever, fine with me. I have BullS sticks all over my lips because I'm trying to moisturize them. They're so dry. The officer left and apologized to my brother and was like, I'm sorry for the inconvenience and like worrying you. So my brother was like, no problem. But he had called me, he's like, I don't want to, like, I don't have the time or the energy for bullshit like this. Which I feel, because he's like, my brother's like a pillar in our community. Works with the youth. He owns a non-profit organization. He's just a huge staple, like where we live at. And I feel him, like, with this shit being like, okay, I don't want any of this attached to me, which is, I feel that. That happened. And then obviously it's been a couple days and my brother wasn't contacted again. So I'm pretty sure everything ended up, they caught the dude who did it. But it just goes to show, like, you guys sit here and talk shit to me like, oh yeah, your baby daddy should be involved in your son's life. So what? My son could be like near bullshit like this? Like, y'all got me fucked up if you think I want anything to do with any of that. That's literally insanity to me. You guys, your name is being dropped in something so crazy, whether you pulled the trigger or not. Those are your people. That's who you roll with. That's where you chill at. Like, I'm good. I'm fucking good. And you have a warrant, bro. So it's like that, like, it's like nuts. It's actually kind of fucking nuts. So like, I'm like more than all set. And this is literally all I did. This is what I do. It's my signature thing. I'm using the Lancome Champagne Glow, which is like kind of white for me, but it looks hella bomb underneath this Cover Fix Starlight highlighter. So that's what I'm doing. And that will be the, well, besides the lip gloss, that will be basically it for this look. Oh, and you know what? Let me just use Morphe translucent gel. Why can't I talk? I'm gonna use the Morphe translucent gel to make sure these little bitches stay in place all day. I'm waiting for my brother to get here. He's dropping his daughter off and he's gonna take my son to school and pick him up today. Like, so shout out to my brother. He's being the real MVP. And now I can like try to film. I haven't been consistent and I'm sorry, y'all. I went away and then I got sick and I just haven't been consistent. And I haven't been jumping like I was jumping when I was being hella consistent. So that like stresses me the fuck out. We're gonna get back on our shit today. While trying to get better, of course. Because health is number one. Life is just crazy. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. I had a girls' weekend. My girl from Connecticut came up, who I love, and I know her because Will has been friends with her for years, but I never really hung out with her till recently. And then after our trip to Atlanta, I was like, we're gonna be friends forever. She's gonna be that friend. Like when I'm 60, Sawada's gonna be her, Awilda, Bree, and my sister are gonna be my friends. Like that's my crew. And then we went out, which I shouldn't have done because I was still sick, but it was fun. It was like a fucking house party basically. But I will say this, while I was out, I realized, because I haven't gone out locally or in my community since, can y'all see this glow? Since last August. It was my first time hitting the scene around here, and like we got a bottle of Patron, a hookah. I don't smoke hookah. She did like a shoddy with me, so I didn't actually have to blow in the smoke. We got a bottle of Patron, a hookah, and we didn't pay for shit, so that was cool. That was lit. And then I saw Muffin there. It was my first time seeing him in years. I haven't seen that dude in years. It's crazy, like you could fuck someone and be like so upset and thinking like it's such a catastrophic ending to a story, and then you just don't care. Just like you could be in the same room as that person completely unaffected. I only saw him twice. I like was at my table and I turned around and he was like hugging some dude. That he knew, and that's when I peeped him, and I just looked at him and then looked away. And then when I was leaving, we were in the doorway waiting for an Uber, and he came out and was like, excuse me, like trying to get past me and my girls, and I deadass said, I hope all is well with you. He ignored me obviously because he's immature, but he probably holds mad hate towards me, which is unfortunate. But I said, I hope all is well with you. And I said that because I don't have time to hate anybody. I let that dude control so much of my feelings, my emotions, my life, that it really did like hold me back. Like if I wasn't so focused on that situation and all that hurt that I couldn't seem to let go, I definitely would be further, like with my YouTube. Shit would have been different. So I don't have time to like harbor any feelings. So I don't regret saying that. I don't feel stupid saying that. I actually feel good. Like, you know, I don't hate you. I don't have time to hate you. I don't have time to hate anybody, because if I'm hating or harboring feelings for anybody, it's just gonna hold myself back. And that shit was so long ago. Like so long ago. It's like, it almost feels like an eternity ago, that whole saga of my life. And it's like, I'm over it. We're past it. We ain't there anymore. It was like, yo, I didn't even recognize him. I didn't even know that was him. And she's like, I'm proud of you. She's like, I'm proud of you. And I was like, yo, thanks. Like, what am I gonna be mad for still? Oh, you hurt me? I needed that hurt. I needed that hurt, and I needed to know my value. And I think a huge reason why, like, who I currently fuck with, or I'm not even gonna say fuck with anymore because I'm all fucking set, but the reason why I got myself into that situation was because I held out so long after the muffin situation, and that kind of just fell on my lap, and it was experience. And I know you guys are gonna be like, drop a story time, but I don't know. That's like a lot. So, all right, so I'm gonna take the Morph setting spray, which is literally my favorite thing, and it smells so fucking good, and just set the shit. Ooh, yes, bathe in it. And so the lip gloss I was wearing in that video was Fenty Beauty Fussy. And then I'm just gonna take this tiny little Benefit They're Real mascara and put it on my bottom lashes. And I do the worst. I don't know why I do this, but I always do like such a hack job when I do bottom mascara. Does anyone have the same issue? It's like so frustrating. Oh my god. And I make the ugliest faces. Alright, and then I'm gonna just brush out my extensions on my eyes, which I need to fill wicked bad, and that is it. I don't think my hair is even close to dry though. No, it's not. My hair is soaking wet. Soaking fucking wet. And I got makeup all over my towel. Fuck. Okay, so my hair's not gonna be dry anytime soon, so, and I'm not diffusing it because ain't nobody got the patience for that. So this is my go-to natural look that you guys love so much in my last video, and it really is like the easiest thing ever. And honestly, if I wasn't talking to y'all and trying to like put thoughts together while I was doing my makeup, this shit would have been done in less time. It literally takes me 10 minutes to do this makeup look on the reg. But because I'm like trying to tell you guys updates and stuff, it's taking me a lot longer, so. That is it. This is my final look. This is like my life update so far. Or kind of like a weekend update. This is what's happened over the weekend. I'm in a really good spot. I just feel sick and I want to get better. Which is crazy because, knock on wood, I had a pretty good winter. Usually I get sick. My immune system, I feel like, sucks. And I feel like I usually get sick so much more than I did this winter. And now I'm getting sick and I'm like, really? I had some green tea with honey already. I haven't eaten. I don't really have an appetite, so I think maybe I'll have like some ramen noodles and a salad, which sounds disgusting. It's like so bootleg with a little bit of bouginess for lunch, and try to go from there. But yeah, my brother should be here any minute to take Marcellus, and hopefully I can get a couple videos done today so I can, you know, catch up, because I feel like I miss you guys. I hope everyone's doing good, and I love you. And be kind to one another. Be kind to someone you don't know, someone you do know, and let go of any hurt or pain you feel about something or someone, because you'll feel so much better when you do. I'm telling you, life seems to like fall better into place when you're not harboring animosity. I feel like if you're harboring animosity, shit kind of just, it doesn't work out for you. It just kind of backfires and blows up in your fucking face, and you're like, oh shit, I suck. And I feel like that's why when I was like harboring all that hate and like anger, my shit just like was not working out for me, and nothing was working out for me. I was fucking miserable. And then finally when I was like, you know what, God bless them, God bless everybody, the shit just is way better. So yeah, life goes on, folks, and feelings do change. Feelings disappear, and that is facts. And also, be smart about everything you do in life. We live in a scary fucking world. Guns, violence, it almost makes me feel like the world. Sometimes I feel like when I watch the news or hear shit about that guy who got shot at the hookah spot that's literally right by my brother's house, down the street, it's just like, this is the world we live in, and it's heartbreaking. It's heart-wrenching. Like, he went out that day and probably didn't realize he was never going home, and he has a family, he's someone's kid, who knows if he has kids, and it's just like, it's so fucked. And this is why I moved very carefully with my child, very carefully, because I want him to stay away from all that. And as much as like I can't keep him in a bubble, and he can't live in a bubble as much as I want him to, the boy in the bubble, the boy in the bubble, I can't. I have to just be really on top of my shit and who he's around and who's in his life, because we're in a world where life is just really scary and creepy. And I just want to take a moment and say to the 50 people that lost their lives in that terrorist attack in New Zealand that I pray for you, I pray for your families, and I hope that the world can find, I'm saying the world, everywhere in the world can find some type of peace, and we can start being, why is there so much hate? It's like insanity to me. It actually makes me feel wicked depressed. And I want to also say a prayer to the children that lost their lives in another, I want to say, terrorist attack in Brazil. No one's speaking on that, but kids lost their lives. And I was on Twitter and there was a video that was so graphic. I saw a graphic video about the shooting in New Zealand and the shooting in Brazil, and to see families, I'm getting emotional, sorry. I just did my makeup, why am I like this? But to see a child shot dead laying in their own pool of blood because their parents sent them to school that day to learn. It's like, oh, you just never know. And this is why, like, I get so, people are like, do you want more kids? And I'm like, for what? It's already stressful enough to think I have to raise my kid in such a terrible world that we're living in, that I'm like, imagine bringing another one in. I don't know. The world is like so scary. I couldn't imagine, and like to see the people in the mosque, but to see the people in the mosque, and there was like one guy who got shot in the head and his like dad or something grabbed him and was like flipping out, and I was like, how does someone do that? How? Why are there people in the world that are filled with so much hate? I don't understand it. I literally, and that's why I'm like, why was I ever so mad? Oh God, why am I like this? I'm like so sad about it. Like, I'm sad for everyone. I'm like sad because the world's hurting right now, and I just wish the world was a better place.
What are you crying for?
I'm just having a moment. You want to say bye to everyone?
Not yet. Mama, why are you crying?
Because the world.
Okay, I know. I know.
I love him. All right, well, I'm gonna go. Okay, you have an eye booger still? You said you were gonna get rid of it. Give me a kiss and say bye to everyone. Your poor lips. Give me a kiss. Come here. No. Oh, that eye booger gotta go.
It has to go.
I'm gonna take my emotional self and get it together because my self is even like, what is your deal, Mom? So I'm gonna go. Love you. Bye.